Baseball has been America's game for many years, but softball has been my game for most of my life. Softball's been in my family for a long time. My grandma played, my grandpa played until he was 50, and he was also in the Men's Softball Hall of Fame. They both played in national tournaments, and my mom, aunts, uncles all played from the age of 5 or 6 to their 40s. My cousins have also been on teams with me too. I've played since I moved here in 4th grade, so since I was 9, and since then I've been on 6 all-star teams. I've played in won 2 state championships, and I will be playing in my 2nd national tournament this July. Currently, I'm in an ASA Junior Olympic 18 and under softball team and a women's league team in Wahpeton. And today I'm going to teach you how to pitch slow pitch softball in your own backyard. In slow pitch softball, there are 3 main parts: to hit, to field, and to pitch. And today we'll obviously be talking about pitching. The first thing about pitching I'm going to tell you about is the distance. The distance from pitcher's mound to home plate is 50 feet. And so to mark those, you will need something for home plate, and I just use this piece of plywood to use as that. And then over here, we use a standard storage tote. Home plate is approximately 2 feet wide, or the strike zone is approximately 2 feet wide, so this works well for home plate. And a trick that we used is we pounded stakes into the bottom to keep it from moving when the balls hit it. So that works well for that. And when we first started pitching or practicing pitching, I would come out here about a couple nights a week and just throw balls back and forth. And what an important thing to realize is when you're first starting, you're hardly ever going to hit the bucket, probably once or twice a night. So you just have to make sure that you don't get discouraged or frustrated. One important thing to know about softball is it's a mental game. So you just have to make sure that if you pitch some bad pitches, you can't get down on yourself. You have to just keep going. The next thing that we'll talk about is foot placement. When I start pitching, I start with just my right foot on the plate, but it's legal to have both feet start in the middle, but I prefer not to. You just have to do whatever's comfortable for you. I start with my right foot on and my left foot about a foot behind me, and when I take my step, you have to make sure that your left foot crosses the plate. So if you start with both feet on the mound, then you'll just take that one first step without starting behind. The next thing to learn is how to hold the ball. This is a preference thing too. I start with my 2 middle fingers between the laces and my pinky and index finger on the outside and my thumb in the middle back here. And then when you release the ball, you just let it roll off your fingertips like this. The next is the arm motion, which you probably got to look at as I was showing you the ball release. It's important to bring your arms straight back and straight forward. Make sure that you keep your shoulders up. A lot of times when I find myself getting frustrated when I'm pitching, I tend to bend forward, and that makes my pitches really flat, which is not a good thing. So I'll show you all together the pitching motion. I'll show you one more. The next thing that we can talk about is the arch. In slow pitch softball, there's a minimum of 6 feet of arch and a maximum of 10 feet. It's best to use as much arch as the ump will let you, because having more arch on the pitch makes it harder for the batters to hit it, and when they do hit it, they usually pop it up. So now I'll show you a pitch with a good amount of arch on it. The next thing to talk about when it comes to pitching is your pitch location. This is something that you'll learn as you get better as a pitcher. The best pitches and most difficult pitches to hit are when they're on the inside corner, and that's if you're pitching to a left-hand batter or a right-hand batter. But that all depends on the batter. As I've grown up, I've usually been playing the same people and the same teams from around here. So I got to know who likes what kind of pitches and what kind of pitches not to pitch to them. But for the most part, high outside corner or inside corner pitches are the toughest ones to hit. So now that I've shown you all that there is to pitching and the steps to take into becoming a good pitcher, you can use this information to put a team together if you like the outdoors, like competition and sports. So you can go out and find a team, put a team together. It's easy because every state has an ASA league going on, and you can play if you're 5 years old or if you're 55 years old. So this is a perfect sport for you to play in the summertime.